Hey guys, we're going to be going live in a few minutes. We're doing a pre-roll thing here. Just a tribute to David Crosby, who passed away on the 18th, of course. One of the uh, one of the legends of rock and roll. The guy was at a Woodstock. He's one of my favorite artists, of course. And yeah, what more can you say about David Crosby? I mean, he's worked with so many people over the years. In fact, I hit a geocache this morning in tribute to him. So we'll get started here in about, let's see, about 40 after 8 o'clock. And of course, that's Central Time. I realize you guys are elsewhere, but 40 after we'll get going. There isn't any audio here. This is on purpose. I just wanted to give it some breath other than me talking, so I should probably just shut up. But 40 after we'll go live. And I mean going live, I mean we'll go to the start page. We'll go live at like 45 after. Um, I'm really tired, so this might not be a long show tonight. I know you guys can hear me. It's creepy. All right, let's go. Well, we got about 20 seconds. I like being timely. All right. Here we go.
That's 800-217. Issue with crime. Then you survive it. You just know.
Hello everybody, there's a slight little bit of lag tonight, and it's because I have the settings to low latency because we're trying to prevent a disaster like happened 2 weeks ago. Really hoping we don't have another one of those, and I realize I look terrible. Get it out of your system, I look terrible right now. Hello everybody, I'm Justin, and I am in Minneapolis, Minnesota, one of the suburbs anyway. In an undisclosed location, 2 miles from WCCO, which I've repeated over and over again. But tonight, we have the medium wave frequency of the week challenge that we saw yesterday. It is 1090 kilohertz or 1089 to 1140 kilohertz. I believe that's 1148 for you international folks. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. But yeah, we got that to do tonight. We'll go through those frequencies and then we'll check out what else is going on. I know earlier in the evening when I was out going to get something for dinner, my wife was out of she's in town, but doing something more fun tonight than this. She's at a roller derby downtown St. Paul. Anyway, I went out and got some booze and something to eat because I really didn't feel like cooking this evening, even though we have an air fryer. But this is gonna be hard to monitor the chat in this setup. I can see the chat, guys, and I can see you might be hearing some scanner audio and my phone going blip. That means my neighbor just came home. Anyway, what was I saying? So I went out to get something to eat, and I noticed how terrible the band was. This was like right around 6 o'clock the Central Time. And God, it was just trash tonight. Don't ask me why. I mean, I probably know why. It's probably the solar things going on. We've had a really active last couple of weeks or so of solar activity. A lot of solar storms. In fact, I'm going to be taking a look at some of these things on Facebook. So I have a couple of my DX friends in the local area that I can check on. I have you guys in the chat. And we are good to go to this screen. You probably won't be able to hear the SDR because I have it on mute. Yikes! Let me check the audio levels really quick. That's kind of loud. So yeah, as we mentioned here at the top of the show, 1090 through 1140 is the frequency of the week. This little section right smack dab almost in the middle of the dial. And you're hearing, I believe, KAAY right now from Little Rock, Arkansas. But you can see how on the lower half of the band, the drop-off is pretty noticeable. It kind of goes down. That's because we're still having issues with the solar activity. 1143. So yeah, I stand corrected. Anyway, as we did a couple weeks ago, we have a friend in the stream down here, Anoka County Scanner and Cruise. They're driving around Anoka County right now, where I'm at. In fact, it's been an interesting night so far. I was paying attention to some of the crime going on, and yes, we have crime in this area, quite a bit actually. There was a armed robbery at gunpoint at one of the gas stations in Blaine, Minnesota this evening. And these guys on the chat down here, or on the video that you see, they caught the police drone vehicle taking off and landing. They were looking for the suspect at the gas station. So cool stuff. Subscribe to them. Check them out after we're done here. We're not going to probably be on here long. And of course I say that famous last words. Yeah, check them out. Pretty cool. It's like live on patrol. If you guys are a fan of the Ramsey County Sheriffs, they come on. check them out. Subscribe and hit the notification for them. Also, if you haven't done it already, you're probably here from DX Central. Subscribe to Lloyd's stream as well, because that's where we get our inspiration for doing this every week, every other week. God, if I did it every week, I would. I don't know if I would be able to do that. But we got about 10 minutes before the top of the hour, and we'll see what we can get. In fact, I might schedule a quick recording while we're doing this, so we can get that top of the hour. We can go back and listen to it. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm scheduling a recorder in SDR Uno here. 58 after to about 2 after the top of the hour. That's what I always do. So you're going to probably hear the SDR stop for a second while it gets ready to record at 58 after. Does anybody know, this is a question for you guys out there that are experts on this, does anybody know when KAAY is supposed to go down to 80 watts? I'd love to know when they're supposed to go down, because they still seem to be operating on their 50,000 watt transmitter. Oh, by the way, tonight's broadcast is unofficially sponsored by whatever this is, Hop Valley Brewing Company out of I think Springfield, Oregon. Hop Valley Brewing Company. This is called Bubble Stash IPA, and I am trying this for the first time on this stream. So you guys are seeing me try this for the first time. I already had a mango one earlier this evening, and it was pretty good. But Bubble Stash, we'll see what Bubble Stash tastes like. Actually, really smooth. Whoa. For an IPA, that's pretty damn smooth. You got to give it the 3-sip test. That's how I rate beers, is 3 sips. Man, we got a lot of noise tonight. 1090 is just full of noise. I really like that. I really do. So, Bubble Stash, it's Hop Valley Brewing Company. They're out of Salem, or not Salem, Springfield, Oregon. I guess they have a tap room in Eugene. Never been to Eugene. I've never been to Springfield either. I've been to Oregon, but not that part of Oregon. It's a Cryo Hops IPA, and I'll have to check it in on. I'll have to check it in on Untapped. If you guys are aware of like the app Untapped, it keeps track of the beers that you try. Really good app to have if you're a big beer drinker. Helps you keep track of the stuff you've had, and you can rate stuff. We're not getting much of anything here on 1090. Normally here in the Twin Cities, we would hear WAQE, Rice Lake. And I'm going to be, pardon for ahead of time, I might be burping a couple times on this stream because I'm drinking beer. We hear WAQE Rice Lake here because they refuse to power down. It's so aggravating. But I was going to tell you more about that trip that I took this afternoon, because I was also DXing at the same time. Here's WTAM Cleveland. But we are recording the top of the hour, so we're going to go back and go review it. We're going to do the entire band, actually. We'll go through the entire band here at the 9 o'clock top of the hour, Central. Jesus Christ, the Anoka County Scanner guys have 82 viewers right now. They have amassed a huge audience over there. And I respect them because they drive around every week, and those folks are really nice. So give them a subscribe when you can. If you want to see what Anoka County, Minnesota looks like, it's down here actually. I keep pointing the wrong way. Even WTAM is kind of windy. WTAM is just full of noise. I was hoping the band would be better. Oh, sure, it'll be better later. After the show is over, it'll be better. So, what are you guys? How are you guys doing on the challenge so far? Like, what are you up to? Is this a good range for you? Because it's not really the best range for me. It's not terrible, but it's not the best range. And let me know how the audio sounds. If it's terrible, let me know. Sorry to hear that, Rick. I haven't even started yet. It's going to be very difficult for me. We'll just say that. See, there's no KFAB here. There usually is KFAB here. But we've got some slop from WTAM, I believe. Or no, it was KMOX that was causing the slop. You can see it on the aux window over here a little bit. God, there is just nothing on these channels. I gotta figure out a better way to be able to see chat for you guys. I got a phone over here that's watching the Anoka County. I could probably turn that off. Coast to Coast AM. That's KFAB, I believe. There we go. Now I can see chat. What I need to do is upgrade my big computer. Okay, 2 minutes till top of the hour. About a minute and a half, actually. And the scheduler says it is recording, so we are getting this. Notice how it kicked us back down to 1090. You're tied for last place. Yeah, this has got to be KAY. There's no doubt about that. Of course, I have a local on 1130, K-Talk. Sit on 1140 for a bit. Look at this noise. Just noise. You can hear the automatic gain control kind of kicking in there. And there's something coming up. That's not very uncommon here. That's WRVA's a pest. The pest. Okay. So WRVA is from Virginia. WRVA. Richmond, which was the capital of the Confederacy, if you can believe it. I will also show you what the band looked like at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock tonight. Because I can pull up these IQ recordings and show you exactly what it looked like. So anyway, continuing my story from earlier when I got sidetracked, I went up to just about a couple miles from here to the liquor store to get some booze and this stuff. And I was listening to the band, and just nasty interference, just terrible how bad it was. And my car radio is not the greatest car radio. It's a 2015 Nissan Rogue. And it picks up a lot of in-car noise, but it was just amplified tonight. And I was like, crap, am I going to be able to do a show tonight? I was panicking, and I always do this. I used to do this when I was a news director in Wyoming, but I still do it. Like, I started panicking, like, crap, I'm not going to have a show tonight. I'm not going to have anything to show for my crappy wire out in the backyard. But we're better now. It's better now. It's funny, the guy that was at the liquor store said... Oh, there's the end of the IQ recording. The guy at the liquor store said that after New Year's Eve, he's like, yeah, this Bubble Stash stuff is my favorite. When we closed up, me and my partner closed up the store, we just sat and drank a 12-pack of this stuff. Bubble Stash. It's not bad. So I'll show you here. We'll go through this. This is what the 4 o'clock this afternoon looked like. If it loads. Come on. See, not too bad. You know, pretty straight across the board. There's good signals. This is 4 o'clock, so before the sun had gone down. You can notice the high or up band, except for the expanded band, it looks good. Oops. Don't want to copyright music there. I've been getting copyright notifications for every one of these videos. It just is unavoidable. But you can see the band looked pretty good at 4 o'clock. This is going to be probably Chicago here. 1590. We can skip ahead to the top of the hour ID here. There's no top of the hour ID there. For those of you who are familiar with the Twin Cities radio dial, we do have a station there on 1590 from New Richmond, Wisconsin. But it barely makes it here. And half the time it's off air, so... Let's see. No, it's like nothing on 1580. 1570 is a local. WEVR is right here on 1550. Oh, yep, there we go. There's it. It's 4 o'clock. There's a long-running joke that we have that WEVR's only advertiser is Freeman Drug. Yeah, I agree, Jacob. I have an app on my phone. It's kind of like Shazam, but it doesn't work as well. This is going to be Rochester, KOLM. You just heard Rochester's whatever. Rochester's something. That's KOLM Rochester. And then, of course, the closer you get to 1510 or 1500, the more interference from KSTP. Let's see if there's anything there. I'm looking at these the first time, these guys. These are the first time I'm listening to these recordings. So we're doing this together. Let's go into lower sideband for 1490. This is how quickly I can get through these. Nothing there. 1460 is going to be KDWA Hastings, Minnesota. Probably. I'm not knowing them to play sports. That might be Des Moines. No, KQSB has been silent since December of 21. That's how long it's been. And they should pull the license. It is Huskies, so that might be Hastings. Yeah, KQSB is going to get their license deleted, and thank God. When it was running, it was just a terrible station, like terrible modulation. They would stay on after dark, so they would screw up Cleveland or Cincinnati rather. Just one of the worst run stations in the cities. Nothing there on 1430. This is KTOE, Mankato on 1420 here. Shocking. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. And of course my local here, KMNV. Another one that needs to get its license revoked is KMNQ 1470. KMNQ 1470. I'm trying to think of what this is. 1390. It's not St. Cloud because it sounds like music. Could be North Dakota. It's very, very weak. It's like down to the noise floor there. This is 4 o'clock, by the way. We're looking at 4 o'clock this afternoon, if you're just joining us. And I'll go back to live in a minute. Well, kind of what happened with the KQSP is the owner died. There was a big article, there was a big write-up about it in North Pine. Really good website, North Pine. Keeps track of like the Twin Cities, the radio dial and stuff here in the cities. I suggest you check it out. North Pine is an excellent source. That guy's really trustworthy. 1380 is probably going to just be Brainerd. Of course, 1360 is Buffalo, Minnesota. I'm trying to skip around this music. Okay, took up the entire recording. No, there it is. I heard this live. I believe that is Buffalo, Minnesota playing that program. And I heard them at 6 o'clock too. Buffalo, Minnesota is not too far from here. This could be WCMP North, whatever, Pine City. WCMP Pine City, Minnesota. I am terrible at this. I'm like the most amateur DXer. You have like There's two extremes. There's Lloyd, who's like a super professional guy, and there's me that just... I wing it. Graveyarder. I love graveyarders. What do we got here? For those of you guys who are just joining us, we are looking through 4 o'clock's recordings. This is 4 o'clock this afternoon. And I'm skipping ahead. You can't see it, but I'm skipping ahead on SDR Uno. Like I'm controlling the playback. Okay, 1310 of course is KGLB. This will be KGLO, Mason City. I think. I don't hear their ID in there. Weird. Alright, 1290 is a whole lot of nothing right now there. 1270 is usually KNWC Sioux Falls. It's like a religious station. The University of Northwestern. KDUZ Hutchinson is usually here. Hutchinson, Minnesota. It's about 70 miles from here. And they're the ones probably playing the music. Oh, it's Bon Jovi. That song is from Young Guns. This might be Milwaukee. Nope, I'm wrong. It's KCUE, Red Wing, Minnesota. WSSP is in there from Milwaukee. Another graveyard at 1240. Brian Adams. WJMC, Rice Lake. That is a pest. That is a massive pest here. WJMC is. Nothing on 1230. 1220. Pat Benatar. See if there's anything between these two songs. Nope. Just a dry transition there. Just straight cut. That is probably, if I had to take a guess, that would be the Montreal station. Or no. God, what am I thinking? I'll get back to that one. It has been a long day. Sports on 1180, probably WHAM, Rochester, New York. And I realize the SDR is probably kind of low. This is probably Davenport right here on 1170. Okay, Bob. Hey, Todd. Of course, 1140 when we saw it live was WRVA, and of course it's nothing on the 4 o'clock. KMOX. Hi, Keegan. Here's a... Here's our challenge frequency, so we can count this one. They didn't ID. Yes, I have. Okay, this might be the ID after this commercial here. Nope, another commercial. Here we go. And of course the recording runs out. That's WAQE, Rice Lake. Yeah, this is not live, Jacob. This is 4 o'clock. Country on 1070. Is that KHMO? Country on 1070. Ooh, there was something there. Listen for this. What is that? Do you guys hear that? Yeah, KFTI Wichita. I bet that's what it is. What is this? Is it CHOK? It's a K call letter. There's a K on the end of it. Could be Sarnia, Ontario. Could be. I don't know why they'd be playing country. They're an oldies station. That sounded like CHOK. I don't think it's KFTI. Yeah, CHOK. Very clear there. That's a wow, that's the first time I've heard them at this time of day. Wow. Conditions at 4 o'clock were not bad. But you'll see here in a minute. We're not going to go through 5 and 6, but you'll see in a minute how downhill it went. And again, this only affects us in the northern latitudes. You guys in the south are lucky. Oh, there you go. There's your proof. Toronto on 1010 at 4 o'clock. Division of Bell Media. Well, they are an hour ahead of us. Of course, my local KKMS. And my local KTNF. So Todd is here. Lloyd's here, Keegan's here, Rick's here, Troy's here. For you guys who are just joining, we're going over the 4 o'clock because the band is still kind of down. I'm letting it settle for a bit. Okay, here's a quandary, guys. This is what I was trying to show you guys the other day. I don't know if you guys remember me saying something about how there's interference on the recordings. I don't hear this live, but I hear this only on the recordings, and SDR Uno does this. Do you see here? Look at this window right here. It's gonna get big. Do you see the things on either side of the carrier? The beep beep, beep beep. And you can hear it. What is that? What is that? That's not on the live. That is only on the playback. And I can use the notch filters to get rid of it? Somewhat? But what is that? I've yet to explain that. That is something that I've noticed since I've had this unit. What is that? And it's closer. It's only closer to bigger stations. Like, look at this, right up next to 900 here. KTIS. And it's on 920 is making that noise. Beep beep. Beep beep. Only when I record. I don't hear that live. 910 doesn't have it. WLS should be here. See, there's that beep beep again. Oops, the recording stopped. But yeah, you hear it? Is that a fault of the unit itself? Like, is that the SDR, the RSP2 Pros? Something wrong with the SDR? What is that? Here's my semi-local Menominee. They would still be on day power at 4 o'clock. Obviously. Oh, what is this? No, it's not radio reload. You can kind of hear it in the background of this station too. What is? There's a station here I don't recognize. I'm not familiar with these calls. 870. What do I have at 870? WK. Oh, it's the East Lansing. Gosh darn it. That's a relog. But that's East Lansing, Michigan, right there. On the 4 o'clock. There's an ID. KNUJ, that's Sleepy Eye, Minnesota. Yeah, you can hear it on this one too. You can even see it on the carrier.
Churches are making sure no one stands alone.
Listen tonight Central on this BCY America station.
This is WQRM Duluth, Minnesota.
St. Paul.
Of course, WCCO, we all know that one. What? What's this one here? Wait a minute. Oh, this is Winnipeg right here on 820. Funny CHUM, I think, not Winnipeg. Funny 820 CHAM, Hamilton, Toronto, right next to WCCO. Where was I at in relation to my SDR during the recording? I guess I don't understand that, Lloyd. What do you mean by that? Like, was I at the computer? No, these are all I wasn't near the computer when I recorded these. It was all scheduled. 800 is WVAL from Stock Rapids. This is going to be Eau Claire here. Todd, it's a lot of trial and error, Todd. A lot of trial and error. In fact, No, it happens on a lot of frequencies, though. That's the thing. It happens a lot. Happens on a lot of channels, particularly right near big carriers. Another story I have to tell you guys. That's something I haven't been able to explain. I have no idea what's causing that. If anybody knows, if anybody from SDR Play ever watches these streams, maybe I should write them a letter or something. Maybe I should send them some correspondence. Whoa! You guys didn't need that. The Bear. WBHR Sauk Rapids. And 6:50 at this time of day is going to be Nashwauk, Minnesota. Yeah, see, they just died right there. WNMT Nashwauk. You just heard that. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Of course, I have a local on 630 WREY. It's got regional Mexican. And I usually don't check the lower half of the band when I do my reviews and my recordings unless there's something that looks out of the normal. Because it's always the same old stations. I mostly have better luck with the upper half of the AM dial, we'll just say that. Okay, so here's where the band took a nosedive. Watch, you've seen 4 o'clock. You're looking at 4 o'clock right now. Watch this. It's not as bad, but 6 o'clock will show you the big drop. We're not going to go through 5 o'clock or 6. But I'll show you what 6 o'clock looked like. Blech. Blech. That's 6 o'clock. And this is live. We'll go to live right now. Oops. Unless if I don't screw up the SDR. This is a little better now. It's got quite a bit better since I started. So let's go look at the frequencies again of the week. Starting down here on the bottom. Still a lot of noise on 1090. Also, if you're just joining us and you want to continue watching an awesome stream, you can see the dog down there at the bottom. That's the Anoka County Scanner and Cruise. Those guys are as local as they get. They go around driving around Anoka County Saturday nights and they do a live stream for your amusement. You can hear KAY coming back up here. One of these decades I will get a better antenna for my radio. Maybe if I move, like if I ever move back out west, which is probably going to happen sooner or later, you heard it here first. If I ever move out west, I'm going to have a decent AM antenna instead of a long wire. We'll do a loop or something. Maybe I'll invest in a W6LVP loop or something like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love long wires, but they're just not... They're not Lloyd quality performers. Or a D... Yeah, there you go. Or a CAS. A D-CAS or a CAS. That would be awesome. Yeah, Madonna's going on tour. The CAS would be awesome. I don't have the first idea how to build it. Listen to how strong WTAM is. That's not bad at all, Lloyd. 48 feet? Holy cow. I thought it was bigger. Pat's here. But you can see how fast I went through that recording. You know, I probably should spend some more time on those. And I know I'm missing out on stations, but I really don't have, I'm really on like a limited schedule as far as during the week. I can't spend a lot of time reviewing recordings because, I mean, I have a wife, and while she approves of DXing, she's also needs to be attended to. Let's put WTAM in wider audio here. Ladies and gentlemen, how the AM band should sound.
Hit 3-3 in the fourth quarter. And they went up 90 to 88. That would be their last lead, though. And the game would be tied again at 95. And the Cavs run a 10-0 run. Mobley leading the way. In fact, Mobley.
Oh, Cavs. Once again, this stream is unofficially brought to you by this beer here.
And they were able to bring it on home.
Bubble Stash IPA Cryo Hops Ale. It's from Hop Valley Brewing Company in Oregon. And I love trying these. I love trying beers from all over the country. It says Yakima Chief Hops. 6.2% volume ALC. I probably have room for a Kaz here.
Still to come, we'll hear from Evan Harvey. Jim Jones coming up next. After this break on the Cavs audio version.
Yeah, there was a lot of crime going on tonight in Anoka County for some reason. There was a gas station over in Blaine that got robbed at gunpoint. Of course. And at the same time, there was a high-speed pursuit on one of the major arteries here. The major artery is Highway 10. They were going up to like 108 miles per hour or something crazy like that. And of course, the MnDOT terminated it, or the Highway Patrol terminated it. Let them get away. They got away. We're not going to stay on the challenge frequencies all night. We're going to go around the rest of the dial too. We'll check it out. I think, like I said, 45 feet. I have room for that. I could probably build one next year. I just I need thorough instructions, and I need to get better at soldering stuff, and I need to get better. I used to know this stuff in high school, but I've since lost it. I also would like a good summer antenna too. Like, I can't leave the wire up during the summer because I have a nosy HOA, and they walk through the backyard during the summer and gawk into your room, your patio and stuff.
You also text me like 5 times about it.
If you're looking for houses, don't get one with an HOA. Fair warning.
We're here with Rick Clyden. Rick Clyden, great selection of beer selection.
810 is KFAB, and it's back. It wasn't in this afternoon or later in the evening. It's back. So let's talk about some of the logs I got, and I'll see if I can remember. There's some situations where I just don't remember because it was a couple weeks ago. This is the problem of doing this show every other week. So the first log I got after I did the show was WBRN Big Rapids, Michigan. That was a recording in the morning at 6 a.m. And you can find the clip on my logs on my website, ubstudios.com. WAVA was on day power, I believe. Let's get off of that. WAVA, Arlington, Virginia, was on the 12th of the month. They were on day power, and it was weak under WBBM, but it was there. I think I heard that one on a Kiwi. I didn't hear that one on the wire. I was having problems with my wire. God, that KMOX is so weak tonight. Yeah, I need to do something for the summer for an antenna Lloyd. I'm not going to be able to DX AM in the summer, even though I kind of switched to FM mode at that time. Yeah, WAVA is a daytimer, so they were on after dark. when we heard them, and there was a few of us from the cities that heard them at the same time. Of course, 11:30 is my local. They're airing a sports game. It's probably oh, Michigan. There you go. So the other one was Rogers, Arkansas, KURM. And that was another one that was on after they were supposed to be off. Or not off, but they were supposed to be on nighttime power. And I heard that Marty Robbins song, El Paso. Down in the West Texas town of El Paso. And you could hear it underneath 790. That was also on a Kiwi because I was still having antenna problems at that point. Yeah, KURM was that was one of the clear ones. WMAC also was on day power, Macon, Georgia. That was on the 14th. I got that at 11:55 p.m. They were airing the best of Sean Hannity, and his voice. Of course, if you've been doing radio long enough, you know his voice. They were blasting into the Nashville SDR when I heard them. KWLC Decorah, I heard on the 15th at about 8:11 p.m. I think I just got a stream match on that one. That's one of the only few stations left in the country that does a timeshare. There's a lot of sports games on tonight. And WGTO Cosmopolis, Michigan was on the 16th. Also at 8:45, you can see when I DX is 8:45 p.m. They were on after dark as well. It's been a lot of stations that are on after dark when they're not supposed to be or presumed to be on it. We never fully know. Unless you're an engineer, you would know. Could just be propagation, I don't know. And the big one, and I mentioned this yesterday, you probably saw it on Lloyd's stream, was a brand new state, XEFCR from Reynosa, Tamaulipas. That was on the 17th, 1670 AM. And they were underneath one of the stations on 1670. They were underneath this one, Madison. Not today, though. And that's all I've gotten. I haven't gotten a new log since the 17th, so I'm getting really far behind. Yeah, WMAC, that was definitely on day power. They were blasting into Nashville, and that's how I knew. In fact, I was using the Nashville SDR to confirm them. There's nothing underneath Madison tonight. Yeah, WOZN. I've always known them as WOZN. I don't know. Here's an interesting thing. WCCO is on 8:30, right? Here's their multiple. Stupid. I'm that close to WCCO. So let's go through the whole dial and starting at, let's see. The expanded band doesn't look very good. That's KCJJ from Iowa City right there. Playing Michael Jackson. One of my favorite stations is on this channel from Ripon, Wisconsin. But this is KGYM. Somebody heard this recently. One of you guys heard this recently, KGYM. Was it Keegan that heard this recently? One of you did. Yeah, that was you, Keegan. That's what I thought. I saw that yesterday. Oh, there's something under there. 1600 can be a pretty prolific frequency. Like when conditions are really good, I've heard Oklahoma here. The lady talking might be Ripon. Let me find out. Yeah, that's Rippin. You can hear, what is his name? The guy that sings the Moving Sidewalks. I could dream about
If you own a company or are
His name is Dan. I know his name is, the first name is Dan, but I can't see his last name. Yeah, it's Dan something. I'm sure I'll see it in the chat. Harrison Ford went to Rip on college. That's awesome. Wow. I didn't know that. Small world. Rippon's pretty close to Wautoma, too. It's one of my favorite places in Wisconsin. So 1590 here. Sports is probably WPVL Platteville. Yeah, that's Platteville. Yeah, see, this is, that's the stream for, Ripon. Dan Hartman. Dan Hartman was his name. I could dream about you. Now I'm gonna have that song in my head. See, I usually have better luck with these top frequencies, like the top half of the band. If you look on the waterfall down here, you can see from about here. Let me show you on this. You can see from about here, 1230 up. Wow, I can hear Ripon bleeding over to 1590. Nice, Keegan. But yeah, you can tell, you can see the top half of the band is usually better, and I think that's just my long wire. I think it's most resonant on the top of the band. It doesn't really do as good on shortwave as I wish it, as I hoped. And my brother took my MLA 30 Plus. That was a Christmas gift for him. He's getting a new computer and he's going to set it up, and he has my RTL SDR. He's going to use it with that. So, kind of regretting getting rid of that loop though. The MLA 30. I might get another one because it did gangbusters on shortwave. Really good on shortwave. What do we got here at 1590? I'm just too nice of a person. I gave my brother an antenna. He needed one. I want to know what the music station is on 1590. It sounds like ethnic almost. It probably is Chicago. Pulling up a stream here. The Lady Bronx? The Lady Raptors? That's gotta be Chicago. Whoops, wrong station. What am I doing? I am stupid. Where is Chicago? Am I in the wrong channel? What the hell? Oh, it's Evanston. God, no wonder.
You know, we were just talking like off the air about, you know...
No, it's not Chicago. Who the hell is the music? It almost sounds ethnic. It's probably WIKXK. It's probably the New Richmond one I was talking about. Maybe. There are days I feel really stupid. See? WPVL. God, what is this? Is it Spanish? I don't think it's Spanish. It doesn't sound like Spanish. I don't know, guys. I don't know what that is. This is what I see, by the way. Oh yeah, good idea. That is a really good idea. I can match it up with. You guys are gonna hear this too. Hold on. Let me mute the SDR. 106.7 is a translator. We're using the Sony here. Does that sound the same to you? I think it is. I think it's New Richmond. And I noticed how dirty that camera is. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was New Richmond. So, well, shucks. I thought we had a new log here. Darn it. Yeah, this Sony, I'm going to still keep this. I have two of these, by the way. Not this particular brand, but or not this model. I have an XDR F1 HD that's kind of being mothballed. And I have this one right here, the S3 HD. The XDR F1 HD I'm not going to use anymore because it's past its prime date. It's no longer usable, which is sad. It works, but it's just got so many problems. I mean, it's old. So let's go back to the SDR here. You can hear that audio there. Yeah, that's New Richmond. Hi, Mike. Thanks for confirming that, guys. OBS, yes, I'm using OBS. In fact, I can show you what it looks like. This is you guys. See, I got the SDR here, and of course, Anoka County Scanner, all that kind of stuff is set up. I've got several scenes that I built. It took a long time to do. It's a work in progress. It's still evolving every time. That's OBS. I love OBS. It's such a flexible software, not to mention that it's free. But I can't do the things that Lloyd does. He's got those templates that they use, and it looks so much cooler than mine. I try, but I don't really have the time to put into it. So, whatever. What can you do? Maybe when I'm retired, I'll have like a super mega cool DX show or something. If I retire. At the rate I'm going, probably not going to happen. And we're live, by the way. 1570 is my local. There is a station underneath it.
Natural gas to the Chinese, to the Chai-Ka. All these things are related.
I got natural gas. Yeah, the band is really down. It's depressed. The station KDIZ is about 7 miles from me. 7 or 8. It's over in I want to say no, it's in Golden Valley. Golden Valley, about southwest of me, right by Highway 100. Oh, there's music there. Do you guys hear the music station underneath there? There's a music station over there.
FBI Director Ray was over
probably KMCD.
In Switzerland, with guess who?
Schwab.
Charles Schwab. You can see how WCCO does have a bit of an influence. I mean, I can't receive anything much on 840 or, 820-ish. I swear they go back and forth between their auxiliary side and their main. They've been doing it a lot lately because you can see the signal level of WCCO just drop, then come back up, and then drop, and then come back up. Oh, see you later, David. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Didn't see you. Everybody say goodnight to David. I've been really getting behind on chat here. WEVR is strong. They're only 4 watts at night. God, we got a lot of splatter from KDSE here. Does that sound Asian to you? That sounds Asian. Or Spanish. I think it's Asian. Which would make it probably Bel Air, Texas. Blair. We can find out if that's Bel Air. And the reason I like to go later on these shows is it gives the band a chance to improve. Because, I mean, if you saw earlier in the show how bad the band was around like 6 o'clock, if I was to go live at 6:45, it would be terrible. Bel Air, Texas. That's, what, Houston, or Dallas? No, it's Houston. What am I thinking? I don't know Texas as well as I should. I've been there many times. 14...
Radio.
I'm pulling up a Kiwi in Houston. And you can hear it on my SDR. You can hear KGOW. Their pattern should not favor me at night. Their pattern throws all their power out into the Atlantic, right at Houston. However, we are hearing them here tonight. Their day pattern now, on the other hand, looks like a ghost. But let's go back to the Kiwi. Is that the same? That is the same. That's a match. I've heard them fairly often, actually. This KGOW is pretty common here. And you normally shouldn't hear them. But listen to how strong they are. There's another station in there too. There's 2 stations. Yeah. Maybe the band is getting better. Maybe I'll do some recordings later tonight. Because I need to get a new log. It's been like quite a few days since I've gotten a new log. I just haven't had the desire to DX, and I've been busy with a lot of things, you know, like a lot of stuff around the house, including pipes that are a pain in the ass. Comes with owning a 40-year-old house. It's just crappy plumbing. It also doesn't help when the previous owners don't take care of it. Let's see if I can hear WEVR. I probably can't. WEVR River Falls is on the other side of the St. Croix from Minnesota. It's probably a good 50 miles from here. 40, 50 miles. Maybe less. I don't think they're in there. And of course the big one, KXEL.
Again, 500 Liberty students there. About 50,000 people is what Ryan guesstimated.
They're a good sounding station when they want to be.
That's 200,000.
Hey, it's Here Comes Your Man by the Pixies. There. That was probably just like an intro or something. This is probably Rochester. The middle of the band still looks pretty down. It might be better later. I wonder if Creston is on After Dark again. Okay, so if you hear Climax Blues Band, that's KSIB Creston on 1520. I hear it in there. You can hear the bass every once in a while. So guys, KSIB Creston, Iowa is on After Dark again. And there's a lot of splatter from, I think it's KSTP that's splattering. Couldn't get it right. Oh, I think we'll go till 10, guys. I think we're going to call it a night here pretty soon. Oh, let's see how the Graveyarders sound. Not for me, Jacob. I know you're a lot closer. Kind of a drag. That's gotta be Lacrosse. Ugh. Here's the Buckinghams with Kind of a Drag. Lacrosse is always a pest here. WLXR. Whoa, what is that noise? Weird. Wonder who this is. Shoot, can I might set a recording. Check it out, Minnie. WIZM, yeah. WIZM is on 1410 now. So I just set a recording for 10 o'clock. We're going to try to see what this 1490 is. Or 1480, rather. We'll see the top of the hour and then we'll stop after that. We'll let it go over the top. I'm getting kind of tired. My back is starting to bother me. This is strong enough. It'll stick. It'll probably stay in. Come on, it's supposed to be recording. Oh, when radio was. When I was working at my first radio job, we ran that show. Sunday nights.
When radio presented by radiospirits.com. This is your announcer.
Here's top of the hour. Relog. KAUS Austin, Minnesota. Southern Minnesota. Okay. Well, we know what that is. Let me let the recording go a little bit longer. starting to get some splatter there from the side channel. 1470s KWAY, Waverly, Iowa. That's going to be international, or the Iowa Geocachers Association is going to do an event there next year, or this year. In Waverly. Wow, 1450 looks really good right now. Okay, guys. Stop that recording. Well, we didn't get a new log on the live streams, but I am going to start recording again tonight because I am getting my butt handed to me by these new logs that you guys are getting on this frequency. Remember, 1090 through 1140 is the challenge this week. You can submit it over on Lloyd's website, dxcentralonline.com. He's also got his logs up, linked there, as well as these beautiful logs. Very beautiful. Some would say they're the best logs. They're better than mine. They are better than mine. Mine is in plain HTML. Mine look like crap. But thank you guys for joining me. If you want to continue the fun, go and look at that dog down there on the bottom. Did they stop streaming? They must have stopped streaming. Well, go follow Anoka County Scanner and Cruise. I think they're done for the night, but 107.7 FM. WRCE, yeah, that's a common pest on this channel. Sorry, I just heard the ID in my headphones. WRCE, Richland Center, Wisconsin, is right there. Thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate the patronage. If you haven't already subscribed, check out my logs on ubstudios.com. Go over to Lloyd's channel. He's got his videos up. Anoka County Scanner down there, I already mentioned. Trying to think of what else I need to say. We'll be back in, not next week, but the week after, every other week. We do this every other week. So the next time I will see you will be in February on the 4th. It'll be February 4th. Wait a minute. I see a mistake on the Frequency of the Week challenge. Gosh darn it. Pay no attention to that thing at the bottom. I just saw that now. I should have fixed that. It's 1090 to 1140. Pay no attention to that. Pay no attention to that guy behind the curtain back there. Oh boy. Let's turn off the SDR. I'm getting loopy. See you guys in February. Pay no attention to me. I am terrible tonight. Bye-bye.
I'm driving down the road at night. I'm alone with thoughts in my head. I know I'm somewhere in the old Southwest, and that it comforts me, a beacon of red. I see the red light flashing ahead, sending signals to the stars above. The sound of voices from far away. Oh, I never could hear my love. I listen to the radio. Oh, I listen to the radio. Oh, I listen to the radio. Oh, listen to the radio.